Hey, how's it going? Askew 2000 here. I just wanted to do a quick review comparison between these very similar flashlights. They're both Nitecore TM06s. This is the original 3800 lumen TM06, and this is its newer, smaller cousin, I guess, the TM06s. And I was looking around online and I couldn't find a lot of information outside of reading their spec sheet. Detailing kind of the differences between the two, and so I thought I would try to be somewhat helpful if you're kind of torn between which one to get. They still sell the original TM06, but they have upgraded it to a 4000 lumen max output, and the TM06s is also a 4000 max output in terms of lumens. The big glaring difference is the actual on-off switch. So the original TM06 has the push-button cap in order to turn the light on, and then you can cycle through different features by pressing the side button, whereas the new TM06s does not have the push-button top. So all of the controls are completed through the side button. The TM06s is a little bit lighter. I think they machined out the aluminum a little bit. You can see it's a little bit shorter too, barely. It's kind of hard to tell with my lanyard on there. But do note that it is a little bit lighter too, so that's kind of an advantage of the TM06s. Now, in terms of the mode of operation, truthfully, I actually kind of prefer the push-button top, and I'll tell you why. This morning, I had the TM06s sitting on my bedstand, and I turned it on to try to go downstairs, and it was just set on one level too high. So I think there's 4 brightness levels. It starts at low, which I think is like 3 lumens, mid, high, and then turbo mode. I think I had it set on high or something like that, and it was just too bright for just waking up in the dead of night. If I had the original TM06, what you can do is you can turn it on, and you can do a full press. It's kind of like a camera release shutter. You can do a full press to increase the light output, but what's neat is you can do a half press and you can go backward. Now you can't do that on the TM06s, so if you have it set too bright, you have to cycle through all 4 of the, or at least 3 of the brightness modes in order to actually turn the brightness down. So that's kind of a major disadvantage with the TM06s. I mean, yeah, it's lighter and thinner and everything, but being able to dial back the brightness level, I think, was a really cool thing about just the original TM06. So for that reason, I was planning on actually selling this, but I don't think I'm going to get rid of it because I like the ability to dial back down. Now, both of the lights have, I think, 4 different brightness levels. So this is low, medium, high, and turbo. And I guess that's turbo. And then it kind of cycles back through. They also have a strobe. So if you do, I think, a full press, you can do a strobe, and you can cycle through that and a SOS signal and a light beacon. So the light beacon, the idea is you can kind of set it on its cap, and it'll kind of pulsate, semi-regularly. And both of these lights are not really throw lights; they're more floodlights. I think the max beam distance on the newer 4000 lumen model only reaches about 359 meters. So it's not terribly good at throwing the light, but it's enough to light up your backyard. Both of these, if I were to take them out and run them on turbo, they would light up the whole backyard. I could see everything. So I really do like them. They're super small, super compact. You can actually just fit them in your pocket or a coat pocket or something like that. And they both have this kind of thermal regulating thing. So if you're running it on turbo and it gets too hot, it'll dial it back so you don't damage any of the circuitry or anything. And otherwise, they're virtually identical. But if it were me, I would probably go and probably stick with the original TM06, just because I really do like that push button feature. That said, I have seen some reviews online that say that this push button cap tends to drain your batteries a little bit longer, or a little bit faster, excuse me. So that was probably part of the reasoning why Nitecore decided to go with the side button only. But either way, very fantastic lights. I love the whole Tiny Monster series by Nitecore, but I just hopefully give you some idea of what these differences are, and so you can make an informed decision. So hope everybody has a great day, and thanks for watching.